Have you ever wondered why the things we cling to the hardest often end up causing us the most pain? We hold on to relationships that have long since withered. We fight battles that no longer matter. We grip so tightly to identities, to dreams, to expectations, that we suffocate the very life out of them. We believe that holding on is strength. But what if real strength is found in letting go? Imagine standing in a river. The water pushes against you. You strain your muscles. You fight to stay still. The longer you resist, the more exhausted you become. But the moment you surrender, the river carries you forward. In life, it's often the same. The more we resist change, the more we suffer. The more we try to force things to stay the same, the more we break. Lao Tzu once said, "By letting it go, it all gets done." The world is won by those who let it go, but when you try and try, the world is beyond winning. In the philosophy of Taoism, the river symbolizes life itself, constant, ever-changing, flowing, and our need for control. That's an illusion. We control so little, yet we exhaust ourselves pretending otherwise. What if, instead of forcing outcomes, we trusted the flow? What if, instead of clinging to people who no longer see us, we allowed space for those who truly do? What if, instead of desperately chasing meaning, we found it in presence? Letting go does not mean giving up. It means no longer carrying what was never yours to hold. It means understanding that not every fight is yours to fight. Not every person is yours to fix. Not every ending is a tragedy. Some endings are beginnings disguised. It's ironic, isn't it? We think holding on shows how much we care, but often it reveals how much we fear. If this is all making sense to you, hit the subscribe button and join the paradox theory. Thank you. Fear of being alone, fear of being wrong, fear of what life might be without this, whatever this is. But fear makes poor decisions. Fear clings, wisdom releases. The Stoics knew this well. Epictetus taught, "Some things are up to us and some are not." Simple, profound. You can control your actions, your thoughts, your choices. You cannot control outcomes. You cannot control other people. You cannot control life itself. And the sooner you accept this, the freer you become. Think about it. How much time have you wasted trying to make someone stay? Trying to force someone to understand you? Trying to resuscitate a version of yourself that no longer exists? Now imagine what would happen if you redirected all that energy inward. Imagine if you poured that energy into growth, into healing, into becoming. Imagine if, instead of dragging dead weight up a mountain, you simply climbed, light, unburdened, alive. You see, the art of letting go is really the art of trusting life, trusting that endings are not punishments, trusting that closed doors are divine protection, trusting that life moves us, even when we don't understand it, and sometimes, especially when we don't. There's a quiet dignity in letting go, a power that doesn't need to announce itself. It's in the silent choice to walk away from arguments that lead nowhere. It's in the peaceful decision to love someone from afar. It's in the courageous act of choosing your own peace over external validation. You become unstoppable not because you force outcomes, but because you no longer need them. You stop needing people to behave a certain way. You stop needing circumstances to go your way. You stop needing everything to be perfect. Instead, you stand firm like a mountain, flexible like water, grounded like the earth itself. You realize that clinging is a form of desperation, and desperation repels. But detachment? Detachment attracts. Because detachment is not indifference, it's clarity. It's the clarity to see that you are whole, with or without. It's the freedom to love without possession, to give without expectation, to walk away without bitterness. And this kind of freedom, it terrifies those who are still enslaved by their attachments. It threatens those who build their worth on controlling others. It rattles those who need you to stay small, reactive, dependent. But for you, it will feel like breathing again. If this is all making sense to you, hit the subscribe button and join the paradox theory. Thank you. Of course, letting go is not always clean. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes you'll question if you made the right choice. Sometimes you'll grieve. And that's okay. Grieving is not weakness. Grieving is honoring what was. It's the sacred process of releasing with love rather than bitterness. Take your time, but don't stop moving forward. The Japanese concept of mono-no aware captures this perfectly. An awareness of impermanence, a gentle, bittersweet appreciation of the beauty in passing things. Nothing lasts forever, and that's what makes it beautiful. Every smile, every sunset, every goodbye, they are precious precisely because they are fleeting. Clinging tries to deny this. Wisdom embraces it. And once you truly understand this, you stop seeing life as something to be controlled. You start seeing it as something to be experienced, fully, fiercely, freely. You stop chasing people who don't see your worth. You stop watering dead gardens. You stop setting yourself on fire to keep others warm. You learn to trust the timing of your life. You learn that sometimes not getting what you want is the best thing that could ever happen. You learn to bless the chapter as it closes, even if your hands tremble. Because you know, a new one is waiting. One you could never have written if you stayed stuck in the old. So breathe, loosen your grip, trust the flow. You are not losing anything that was meant for you. You are only shedding what you've outgrown, and that is not loss, that is evolution. The leaf falls not because it is weak, but because it is time, and so must we. What if we treated people, moments, experiences the same way? What if we allowed them to be what they are, without trying to trap them, freeze them, force them to stay? Non-attachment isn't cold. It's the deepest, purest form of love there is, because it liberates both you and the other. How do we actually practice letting go? First, recognize what you're clinging to. Is it a person, an identity, an old dream? Name it, feel it, sit with it. Acknowledge that some things are beyond you. This isn't giving up, it's growing up. Trust that life has a wisdom far greater than your plans. Trust that you are being redirected, not rejected. Sometimes letting go is active, setting boundaries, saying goodbye, closing a chapter intentionally, even if it hurts. Be grateful, not that it ended, necessarily, but that it happened. Every experience has something to teach you. Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor and Stoic, lost children, friends, battles, and dreams. Yet he wrote in his journal, Meditations, words of calm resilience. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. He understood. Love fully, grieve deeply, but do not chain yourself to what is already passing. Move with life, not against it. Letting go is an act of trust, not in blind optimism, but in the profound understanding that life is larger than you. It's trusting that just because a door closes doesn't mean your story is over. It's realizing that sometimes the things we most fear losing are the very things blocking our growth. Imagine a tree in autumn, refusing to let go of its leaves. It would break under the weight of decay. But by releasing, it makes way for spring. So it is with you. You must trust the seasons of your life. You are not what you hold on to. Not your achievements, not your failures, not your relationships, not your possessions. Strip all of that away, and you still remain. In fact, the less you carry, the more you realize your true self was never in the weight. It was in the being, the awareness, the witness beneath it all. This truth is terrifying, and it's also freeing, because it means you are enough. You always were. What are you still gripping today? What heaviness are you still carrying? What would happen if you loosened your grip just a little? What would happen if you trusted the river just for a moment? Letting go isn't a one-time decision. It's a daily practice. Some days you'll find yourself clinging again. That's okay. Just notice, breathe, release, again and again. Because life isn't asking you to be perfect. It's asking you to flow. And in that flow, you will find a strength that cannot be broken, a peace that cannot be shaken, a freedom that cannot be taken. And so must we. Before you go, I want to hear from you. What is one thing you know you need to let go of, but haven't yet? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to read your experiences and reflections. And if this message resonated with you, make sure to subscribe. It's important, much more than you imagine. And trust me, the journey we're on together is just getting started. The next videos are going to go even deeper, so stick around. You won't want to miss what's coming next. See you soon.